Boom.
Biddly, 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 bo. Yes, yes, yo. Here we go. Ain't nobody down round here. You know what time it is. Get that badger in and on and over here. We had to move back to get his greatness in. We're getting him right up close and personal so that we can hear loud and clear. We've got loads to talk about, believe it or not. Quick shit vid. Let's get straight into it. No messing. Just quick shout out to Sean Rooney, shout out to Legendary MVG, and shout out to Ming for the super chats. I'll be on Just Joe's show around 8 o'clock, I believe, for the final word. Provide everything all good, providing. Freestyle time. I'm going to absolutely freestyle my way through this. I don't really know where this is going to go, what it's going to take shape with it. Title hopes diminished? Question mark. So I don't believe so. Burnley are now level on points with us, which is not good. They will falter. I still believe Sheffield United and Burnley will falter. We just need to sort our own results out. Ultimately, it's in our hands. Now, I've got plenty of things to whinge about and plenty of things to speak about, but I do want to make it absolutely clear that I am happy to take the pelters. I've been playing around with winning the title from the get-go, and I still think it's in our hands to win the get-go, to win the title. I've seen Burnley people commenting on people's channels saying, you know, as a Burnley fan, what is with this craziness? You know, I mean, the players got booed off yesterday. I thought it was a really, really poor performance. I think booing them's a little bit strong. So I just storm off. I'm not saying I'm a legend and I have the answers, Sway. You don't have the answers, Sway, but I don't just storm off. I storm off. I'm not going to stay there and boo. Do you know what I mean? I think it's a little bit strong. We're second in league. Ultimately, you know, everybody can bang on about squad depth and Farke and that. I do want to start with Farke's comments, to be fair. He has guaranteed his promotion, and everybody said they can't believe he said that. What do you want him to say? What's the alternative thing for Farke to say? Do you want him to say, oh, yep, I think we're off into playoffs. I think we've been a bag of shit for the past 6-7 games. I'm really worried about this squad. People are saying he's heaped too much pressure on, saying that we're guaranteed promotion. Like, what do you mean? The bloke's sacked if we don't go up. Some people are saying sack him now, which is astonishing. But, you know, saying sack him now, get him out the door, 7 games left. What craziness that'd be. Sort it out. It needs sorting. We need to get behind the team wholeheartedly. There's 7 games to go. If we win every game, if we win all 7, it's looking increasingly less likely now that we're going to win every game because of the form we're in. We are in poor form. Something has happened. Whether I want a big switch around or not, I'm not so sure. But in terms of Farke coming out and calling the squad out, it's a call out. He's backed the players all the way to the end. They need to show him something now. They showed him nothing yesterday. We've had a full, you know, you could argue they've not had a break and stuff. I personally think Ampadu was a mistake. If we're going to talk about Farke's decisions, I thought that was a mistake to bring him in. He was nowhere near at it. I thought we started all right. Obviously, we scored immediately. And then I thought, to be honest, I thought Swansea deserved the result. Ultimately, I thought we got away with one. I thought we pulled it out of the bag. But I did not think Ampadu were ready to play. Tanaka, when he came on, it was a bit wasteful. Obviously, kicked it out for corner, which we'll discuss the corner when we get there. But everybody were off it. You look around the squad and just think, who in this side played well? So I couldn't think of one player that I thought, yeah, well played yesterday. Half-time changes maybe should have happened. All on Farke, these things. These are all Farke's decisions. You know, he thought Ampadu was obviously ready. He thought Ethan Ampadu was ready. That nearly rhymed. That nearly says his name out. Ethan Ampadu was ready. He thought Ampadu was ready, but it wasn't. People are moaning about Perizli's chance. He didn't do a great deal and he had a chance. People saying that needs to go in. It's actually quite a difficult effort on his right foot. It's about chest height. You know, he tries to make a clean connection with it, and he does. He gets it on target. It's a decent save. I thought their keeper were decent. They got away with a few. Perizli were poor, but everybody wore. There were no service towards him. I thought we'd got away with it when we brought Nonto straight on. Brilliant reaction, really. Awesome. Crowd went absolutely berserk, and then you just think, just hold on. So obviously the elephant in the room is Meslier Silent S. I've been an advocate of Meslier Silent S for a long time, but I've also, if anybody that actually watches the channel actually listens to what I say, I've also said that after I think it was the Hull game, I thought it's time to just take him out the firing line for a little bit. I personally now think it's too late, so I think it's pointless. I think this idea that Farke should rip it up, change everything, bring players out outside and stuff, I think is pointless at this stage. These lads just have to get this job done. Now, Meslier, I'll say his name properly, is fully to blame for, I believe, but well, definitely for the corner. I think the second goal we'll talk about because it's poor from everyone. But, you know, he shouldn't really be getting beaten. But he got beat. These things happen. The corner, I don't know what is with him. The thing is, he played so well. I mean, I think that's the first penalty I've ever seen saved live when we've saved it. I think, off the top of my head. I remember Ian and I missing one against Scum years and years and years ago, obviously, when we were decent. I think that was just on brink of half-time. I remember Leeds missing, but I don't remember us saving one. And then I thought he made some really good saves. Even before the corner, that's a decent save. That lad volleys it. But you just know that there's a frailty from corners, isn't there? And he just comes out flapping at it. I don't know whether he's trying to be too clever. Like, you know, they bang on about keepers punching it and stuff, but that's why they punch it. It's obviously mistakes to happen. It's like being overly clever about it. Wholeheartedly his fault. But then, again, the boys pull it out of bag and we go 2-1 and you think we've got away with it. And then the last minute, the throw-in from my man Farke, I know he's gone long with it, to be fair, but, you know, I don't want to be that guy. But go short, a bounce pass, a wall pass, give me it back, and then pump it long. If you're going to go, if the idea is just to go long, get rid of the ball, the long throwing, all I will say, and I don't, everybody's going to come at me because they're going to think I'm having a go at Joseph, because I am, but, you know, only because the touch is so bad. This is a centre forward. This is the point. So Farke thinks, all right, I know what I'll do. I'll stick it up on right into centre forward's feet, bounces off his shin. Total, not even, it doesn't even hold anybody off. It's instant. It instantly comes off of him 5 or 6 yards away from him. He's no chance of getting anywhere near it. Tanaka sort of ambles into a bit of a tackle, and I understand not just going flying in, because then, you know, crazy shit happens, and what we don't want is another foul and another ball getting whipped in against us. So that is for sure. So, but I don't think he's thinking in that sense about giving a foul away. I just think he's just trying to win the ball cleanly and move on. So you get away with that, whatever. Then Rodon, I think it's Rodon, possibly Struik, Pascal, nowhere near getting across to fella up top. Really tight, not a really tight angle. I think that's been overdone. We've seen the, you know, the picture that everybody keeps posting, because obviously saying that you know, everything's Meslier's fault, but these ones do go in every now and again. You know, I don't think that's so what. I just think that ultimately Mez has thrown it away, but the players just do not do enough. We were so poor again yesterday. It's the players. At some point, what do you want Farke to do? Yes, you can go on about substitutions at 60 minutes, substitutions at 45 minutes. Shouldn't have started Ampadu. We went 1-0 up, and then and you can't say it's a sitting off thing. We wasn't in the game. We were poor for huge portions of the game. So I don't know where we go from here. I know that now, you know, I said the other day, this was the most important game of the season with Swansea, and it just moves on to the next game, doesn't it? It's Luton's now the most important game of the season. If we don't win at Luton now and reverse this result, because ultimately I think a lot of people would have taken to beat Swansea yesterday and go to Luton and draw. I don't want that. I wanted 6 points out the 2 games, but if we get 4 out of these 2, then we're back in contention for it. Ultimately, we are second in the league, point difference significantly better than Burnley. We just got to do his own thing, focus on his own results. I don't care what the other teams are doing. We put too much pressure on Coventry doing us a favour yesterday. On Friday night. Very unlikely they were going to do that. It's very unlikely they'll do that for Burnley, against Burnley. But there will be mistakes made by both sides, by all 3 sides. My worry is now that we've made the mistakes, we've faltered, and we can't anymore. It's now 7 games that basically and ultimately need to be won. We need bordering on maximum points now. There's 21 points to go at. You know, a draw in the 3 or 4 games I'd take, but right now we need to go on a serious run. Luton, Middlesbrough need to be done. What you're saying, I'm still extremely confident, because I've said before, I'm going to back Daniel Farke all the way to the end now. It's pointless not. I back every decision he makes. I liked the fact initially I bought into the headline. Can't believe he said that. You know, I'm 100% certain that we're in the Premier League next season. Why wouldn't he say that? Who doesn't want him to say that? I don't know. Maybe I'm just happy clapper. If that's happy clapping,
boom.